So for the past 30 minutes, I have been doing nothing but cleaning liquid metal of this Asus video card. Asus TUF 5070 Ti. I wasn't going to record a video, but maybe I thought let me let out my frustration. And maybe we can go over what the customer wrote. Description. Sent in to Asus, they would not repair or RMA. Claiming product appears to have been physically tampered with. Serial number mismatch and PCB is damaged by liquid metal. I have cleaned all liquid metal away and found a loose capacitors. I have taped it to board. I have put all screws in a bag, in a box, and also some thermal pads if they can be used. So it appears like when Asus looked at the board, they ran away as soon as possible. And they informed their employees not to touch the board with a 26-foot pole. And they're right. They are 100% right. I soldered that capacitor back. This area was bombarded with liquid metal. I'm talking, you can tell from the sides of the memory chips, every single one of them. I had to clean liquid metal off the pads here. And what liquid metal does when it comes in contact with components, it starts to eat away from those components. It starts to eat away from the pads. And it becomes very, very bad where you could come to a component such as, let's say, this guy here, and it would just come off easy. Those components would just come off easy if they suffered liquid metal. Look at this. I did not see this one yet. Look at this. The pins are bridging. What happens when pins short out and bridge? They cause other issues, other unknown issues. They cause underlying issues, maybe under the core, maybe other ICs or other components on the board, whether it's front of the board or back of the board. It starts to become a rabbit hole. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at how far liquid metal went from here. That's the core. That's where you apply liquid metal all the way to right here. It's so bad that I was working on the board and I felt itching in my foot. I took out my sock and I found liquid metal inside by just working on this board. And that's a true story. Look at this. Let's clean as much as we can. We do not do miracles, but at least we're going to attempt to see what happens if we removed liquid metal wherever we find it. Yeah, I see some here too. And what this will do, if left on the board, it will start to eat away the component, the pad. And this component will eventually break off the board. See, we have more here. We cannot possibly clean every single component. This capacitor we soldered back. We had a damaged pad under, but we managed. You see, look at this. We still have liquid metal under the memory chip. This video is not to show you that we're going to fix the board or there's like a 1% chance fixing that board. No. But it's to show you the things that we got in the shop here and what people do to their cards. Oh, look at the core. Look at the core. That's probably a dead core right there. Liquid metal probably got under. We cleaned a lot from here. We cleaned a lot from those memory chips. We cleaned a lot from pins between ICs. And I think we are 99% done. See, look, that's liquid metal. And the customer already said that he cleaned most of it. He probably does not have a microscope to see that the board was still filled with liquid metal. See, look, we have more liquid metal here. So liquid metal splattered left and right, not just the center. Yeah. Look at how liquid metal is bridging. Look at how components became soft. You see? That's one example of what liquid metal does. Components become soft. We have more liquid metal here. And we have bridging on this chip. What a mess. I do not want to use my brush because after I use my brush I will have to throw it away, and the card is 120% going to be in no fix. Why waste a brush on this? I did waste my time. What can you do? At first I thought that we had only one area that had liquid metal, and then I found another area, and then I looked closely and it was the memory chips, and then the core, and then micro bridges on ICs like this one. One thing led to another, and now we have a video. Enjoy. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm done. Maybe we can just quickly measure the voltage rails, and maybe we can quickly try it without any hopes that this card would be a fix, but just who knows. Meter in diode mode, we're gonna measure the 12-volt line, and we do not have a short. 1.8, we have a short on 1.8 volts. We have a short on the 1.8 volt line. The card is done. The card is dead. So that's it. We have a blown core. The chip is blown from the top. 1.8 volt has a short, and liquid metal on every solder ball under every chip on this board. So short video. What can you do? I just let out my frustration in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.